So hello again and welcome to today's video. Hope you all are doing good. So now we have brought the remaining factors that one should consider while buying a health insurance. In case you have not seen my previous video, do go and check out that. That contains the crucial and the primary factors that one should consider, and this is a sequence to that one. So let's get going. So in the previous video, I've covered 6 different factors that one should consider, and now I'll start from the seventh one over here. So the seventh one is the maternity benefit. So while selecting a policy, health insurance policy, you will see that very few medical insurance policy actually offer this maternity benefit. So whether to select this or not, that definitely depends upon your current situation. In case you are newly married or in case you are planning a child, then definitely you should select the policy that has this benefit because nowadays definitely we all know that the hospitality cost is increasing, it is skyrocketing, and definitely the pregnancy related costs, the delivery cost for a child are also skyrocketing at the same time. So it's any which ways you are going to have a health insurance policy, so it's beneficial to select the one which provides you maternity benefit as well. The next factor is the sublimit or the monetary cap. What this sublimit actually mean is there are various subtypes or the subcategories for the total policy that you've selected. So the total policy amount would be split into further different breakups, and that would lead into sublimits, maybe in the form of hospital room rent, what can be the maximum cap on that, what is the doctor's consultation charge, what is the higher or what is the maximum amount that you can claim under that, and what is the ambulance charges, and so on. So definitely the one that does not have any monetary cap, that is the best policy because you will not be actually provided any claim over and above that amount in case you are submitting any claim. So it's beneficial to select the policy that is not having any sublimit or any monetary cap on the further application of the policy amount. You can claim the total amount against the policy amount that is there. That's it, and no further sub bifurcation and sub caps on the detailed version of expenses under the medical expense claim. The next comes the pre and post hospitalization charges. So there are two different charges that one can claim in a policy claim. What are those? So the medical treatment or the medicine charges that are required pre-hospitalization. So there are few tests, few reports that the doctor might ask you, okay, to do before the operation if it's a pre-planned operation, right? So they'll ask you to incur those charges prior to get admitted into the hospital. So prior to actually getting admitted in the hospital, you'll incur those charges or you'll incur those minor treatment charges, and post that only the doctor will actually onboard you for treatment, suppose say. So those pre-medical or the pre-hospitalization charges and the post-hospitalization charges, as in the follow-up charges, the follow-up consultation charges, the follow-up report charges. After the operation, after the hospitalization, the doctor may ask you to visit him after 7 days or after 14 days or every month with few reports or something of that sort. So both these charges should be provided by an ideal policy, and that's why it's advisable to choose the one that covers both of these charges. Next one is the critical illness coverage. Definitely for any for any health insurance policy that you'll buy, you should select the one that actually covers the critical illness as well. May it be cancer, kidney failure, paralysis, strokes. So these are the critical illnesses that the insurance companies have actually categorized. So these should be actually covered in the health insurance policy. The fact being, the cost involved for the treatment of these diseases or these illnesses very huge, and this will actually help as a financial support during that critical time. The next one is sum assured restoration. So what this factor actually means. So suppose एक claim मैंने रखा, okay, and that claim is actually utilizing the complete sum assured value. Suppose 5 लाख की पॉलिसी वैल्यू थी एंड 5 लाख का क्लेम हुआ, तो दैट सम अश्योर्ड वैल्यू हैज बिकम जीरो नाउ, राइट? बट सम अश्योर्ड रिस्टोरेशन का मतलब होता है कि दैट सम एक्चुअली गेट्स रिस्टोर्ड इवन आफ्टर द क्लेम, and that can be used for other disease or for other family members. So this feature is definitely a must to opt, because it should not be the case that एक या दो बार claim करा and the sum assured limit gets exhausted. That should not be the case, right? तो जो भी annual sum assured है वो restore हो जाना चाहिए even after making the claim for other diseases or for other family members in case you are taking a family floater type of policy. The next one is the OPD expense. जो भी डॉक्टर फीस है, कंसल्टेशन चार्जेस है, मेडिसिन का कॉस्ट है, एक्सेट्रा, ये सारा जो कॉस्ट है, these are the normal OPD charges that is called in the medical terms. So even this should be included in your health insurance policy. Though these are amounts are small, but when they actually compile up, they accumulate to a big amount. So even it's advisable to see a policy that offers this. This should be additional benefit, but yes, in case the company is providing, definitely it's a must to go for option. The next one is the no claim bonus. What this factor actually means is, in case there is no claim that the insurer has actually pushed to the insurance company for a longer duration, then the person is eligible for a no claim bonus. The no claim bonus can be there in two forms. It can either be there in form of reduction in premium amount. They'll offer you some 10-15% reduction in that, or it can be in the form of increasing the coverage. So suppose if I'm just giving an example. So if suppose no claim is made for suppose say 2 years, so they just double your sum assured, right? And in case no premium, in case there is no claim made till 2 years or 3 years, so they can even reduce your premium by 10% or 15%. That definitely varies from company to company, but this is also a good feature that one should check in while buying any health insurance. The last one is individual or the family floater. So there are two types of health insurance policy. The major categorization is into floater family and the individual one. The floater plan actually covers more than one family member, but definitely that is a fixed cover, and that fixed cost can actually be used for any person of that family registered in that plan. So see, the entire coverage amount is actually shared by the family for that specific year. So suppose 5 lakh or 10 lakh is the coverage that the health insurance policy is providing. So that can be used by any of the person of that family, and that does not confines to one person. Whereas an individual policy is the one that can only be used for the person registered under that policy. It's advisable and it's suggested to go for a family floater plan only, but when you are at a very old age and you don't have a health insurance, then definitely the coverage amount is required very high for an individual person because you are at the later part of your age, right? So during that later part of your life, the expenses for medication, for hospitalizations are very huge, correct? Because that is what a person requires during the later part of the life. So during that phase, in case you are buying any health insurance, then definitely don't go for a family cover and do go for an individual policy, health insurance policy only, because that entire coverage would be there only for you. Now comes the conclusion. Again, as concluded in the previous video, that was the first part to the factors to be considered for while buying a health insurance, and this is the second series to that. So both of these video actually provide you with the exhaustive list of factors that one should consider while buying a health insurance. So definitely do go and check the health insurance that you're buying and do checklist all these factors that we have discussed here, and then buy the best policy that can actually help you in the critical time of your life. That's it for this video. Thank you. Stay safe and stay healthy. And definitely, in case you have any questions, do post them in the comments box. Do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Thanks.